Imagine, if you will, that your mind is a grand, intricate archive. Every memory, every feeling, every experience is carefully indexed and stored away. But tucked deep within its furthest corners lies a section titled The Architects. It's here that we find the original blueprints of who we are. It is here that we find the stories that were not written by us, but written for us, for many of us. The hardest work of our lives isn't building our own existence. It's spending decades dismantling the structures we never asked for. This is the profound work of healing, of finding the you that was buried beneath layers of them. Today on PsyArchive, we're going into the deep psychology of how we become who others expect us to be, and the journey to finally become ourselves from the very first breath we take. We are immersed in an ocean of influence. As children, we are biological sponges, completely dependent on the big people around us. We don't have filters. We don't have boundaries. We don't yet have a solid sense of I. The psychological term for this is introjection. It's when a child unconsciously internalizes the beliefs, behaviors, and expectations of their primary caregivers. Think of it like a set of rules and values poured directly into a blank canvas, setting the foundation for your very worldview. But the real tragedy is that we often don't question these blueprints. We take them on as our own. Your mother's fear of failure becomes your perfectionism. Your father's silence in the face of conflict becomes your emotional shutdown. A teacher's dismissal of your creative spark becomes a lifelong belief that your dreams are childish. You are living in a psychological house built by architects you had no say in choosing. This adaptation, this unconscious adoption of other people's values, is a magnificent survival strategy for a child. It keeps us safe, accepted, and loved. But the cost of this safety is staggering. You trade authenticity for approval. The pain doesn't show up immediately. It builds slow and silent. In your 20s, it might be a subtle, persistent emptiness. In your 30s, a profound sense of dissatisfaction, even while achieving all the markers of success. By your 40s, it can be a crushing, existential crisis, the quiet understanding that the life you've spent decades building doesn't feel like yours. You become a stranger in your own skin. The choices you made, the career, the partner, the lifestyle, were they yours? Or were they the best way to make someone else proud? You are an actor playing a role in a play you didn't write, and you are exhausted. For many, the first step towards true selfhood is not a sudden, triumphant revelation. It's a crack in the facade. It's the moment you can no longer ignore the quiet scream within. It's the day the promotion, the one you worked your entire life for, feels hollow. It's the relationship, the one that looked perfect on paper, that becomes an emotional prison. It's the silent, crushing moment you realize you've been running a race you never wanted to enter. This is not a failure. This is the moment your true self, long buried, finally begins to push against the heavy architecture of your past. It's the uncomfortable, terrifying realization that the current map you are following is outdated, or worse, belongs to someone else entirely. It is the necessary, painful death of the person you thought you had to be. Making room for the person you truly are, the path back to yourself, is one of the bravest journeys you will ever take. It is a slow, methodical process of unpacking your own archive. It's the profound and necessary art of unlearning. This process involves looking at your deepest beliefs and asking for the first time, is this mine? Is this a part of me, or did I inherit this from my mother, my father, my culture? It's the difficult conversation with your partner about what you truly need, not what you think you should need. It's the terrifying courage to change careers in your 40s to pursue a passion you were told was a waste of time. It's about cultivating moments of stillness so you can finally hear the whisper of your own intuition, which has been drowned out for decades. This is not about anger or blame or casting your architects aside. It's about compassion. It's about acknowledging that they were flawed, hurt, or simply passing on their own blueprints. But the key is to understand that the blueprints they gave you are not a life sentence. You have the right and the responsibility to become your own architect. The most meaningful stories are not the ones we inherit, but the ones we have the courage to write ourselves. It's a messy, imperfect, and often frightening process, but it is the only one that leads to a life that truly feels like your own. The architectural change won't happen overnight, but every time you choose your voice over their expectations, you lay a new brick. You have spent enough time living in the shadows. The light is calling. Take a deep breath. Now, step forward. Your own beautiful, unique life is waiting. Thank you for being here at PsyArchive. If this message resonated, please consider subscribing. This is a place for questions, for curiosity, for healing. I'll see you in the next archive. Be well.